Hi, I hope you're doing better than yesterday, than any other day. And if you're not feeling okay, just keep encouraging yourself. You're gonna do it, you're going to make it. Keep writing your journals, get a moment to breathe. It's important. If you can do yoga, if you can just pause for a minute where you are, just always get time to do something to free up your mind, because remember we said that the mind is everything. Whatever the mind says, that is what it is, that is what you are. And thank you very much for always listening. So today I want us to talk about something very, very important: the power in our words. How much power does words that we speak to people or ourselves have? And do you think that words can make or break? Words can kill. Words can maim an entire country. Words can actually increase productivity at your place of work. So listen to this first person. Good morning, how was your day? Hi, are you okay? Is something troubling you? Do you want to talk about it? How was home when you left? How is everything? And listen to this second person. We all know what brought us here, so can we please get to it? We all have problems we are going through, so leave your problems at the gate or at the door and let us get to it. You're very stupid. How could you do that? How could you do that? You're grown up. You cannot do that all the time. Let's look at these two people. These two people, one of them is encouraging, giving life to someone, allowing someone to speak, to let out what they feel. This second person is actually bringing down someone. So if this second person was a boss, the productivity at his place or her place of work would actually go below 50% for that day. But this other boss, if this was a boss or someone in charge of a company or an organization, the productivity in that place would actually skyrocket even more than 100% for that day. The power in the words we speak to our children. You don't do your homework every day, you keep failing in your examination. You stupid. How can you do this? To your spouse, what is wrong with you? Can't you do anything good even for a day? What are we doing to the people around us? I can't make it. Even as hard as I try, I know I can't make it. What are you doing to yourself? The power of words. I'm rushing my daughter to go to school today and I keep telling her, take your tea because we are getting late. I am getting late. And she looks at me and she doesn't take it. But then I pause and go back to her and tell her, baby, listen, if you don't take your tea, you're going to get very hungry before 10 o'clock because that's the next time we take your meal in school. So please just take your tea. And she looks at me and says, yes, mom. And she goes back, sits down, and within 5 minutes, she is done. I realized the first time I was making her do something for me and I was forcing her to do it for me. But the second time I went to her and explained to her and she understood and she did it. The power in our words. What do you tell people around you? Somebody has dressed and they're thinking they're really smart. And then, the first thing you tell them is, you should have done black shoes with that dress, or with that trouser, or with that shirt. Why can't you just start by saying you look really nice? However, next time, try black shoes with that kind of dressing. It will look wonderful. This person, just feels alive. But if the first thing you always want to tell people when you meet them are negative things, then you'd rather just keep quiet because you're breaking someone. And this borders a lot around communication. This is wide. We can talk and talk and talk about communication. But listen, words can break. Words can build. Can build you, can break you, can kill you. Words can build somebody else and can make them just, you can add life to somebody for a very long time just with that kind of words that you speak to them. And when someone wants to speak to you, at times you don't know the reason why. If you don't have a moment now, please make a point of trying to seek them out and listen to them later. Because it's just probably your words that were the last things that person wants to hear before something happens to them. Let us be people who build instead of break with the words that we speak to people or speak to ourselves. We will keep coming back to words that we speak and the power in our words almost all the time that we talk. But for today, I just want you to be that person who builds people with their words, who builds herself or himself with the kind of words that you tell yourself. It's very, very important. I want to thank you so much for listening. This has really, really been great. And I hope we meet again to encourage each other so that we get out all the stuff in the closet that are negative. We only want to remain with the positive ones so that we can keep living fulfilling lives. Asanteni sana.